Hey everybody, it's grocery haul time. This week got a little crazy in many ways as far as how the budget and the orders and going into stores and all of that goes. But I will tell you guys all about that at the end. In the meantime, I'm going to show you guys the massive haul. I feel like it's massive. It's probably not. It's just larger than average. So let me run through that with you and then I'll tell you guys all about those events at the end. Alrighty. Guys, this is what we've got this week. On the far side of the cereal, we have 2 bags of Ruffles, 2 bags of the Simply Cheetos, and 1 bag of the baked chips. I didn't know that we were out of pretty much everything else, and right now we've got 3 extra kiddos with us, and the veggie puffs and stuff are such an add-on to a lot of meals. Because some of these kiddos, I swear, have hollow legs because they just want to have more and more. So we like to have those things for add-ons for meals. We didn't see the veggie puffs, so I hadn't ordered it. We had to run into Sam's. Didn't see the veggie puffs, so we grabbed 2 bags of the Cheetos because that was a request from another kiddo recently. And plain Ruffles because it's always nice to have them for the instant nachos. Plus, I was kind of wanting chips and salsa, so there is that. So we've got those 4 bags, and then Shawn grabbed a bag of the baked Lay's chips. Coming this way, we've got 2 boxes of rice checks. That was a special request from our 16-year-old. She loves to make puppy chow, and we use almond butter in it, but we needed the rice checks, so we got that. 2 more boxes of the apple cinnamon checks, 1 of the Very Berry Cheerios, and 1 box of chocolate checks. Again, 2 of the kiddos that we've got really like some of the cereal. And all of the other kids just seem to really enjoy it too. We did also get another bag of the Honey Graham Toasters because one of the teens was a little bummed that the other kids had gotten to it first. So I said I'd get 1 more bag of that for now. We have got 1 box of chicken sandwiches, 1 box of cheeseburgers, 2 of the Amy's 3 cheese kale bake bowls. Those are just nice to have on hand. They're gluten-free. They're pretty good. Every now and then you hit a piece of kale that's a little tough, but otherwise it's really good. 1 jug of Fairlife milk. I did actually mean to grab another full gallon of milk as well because we used ours to make gravy, or the one that we had just picked up. But I thought I added it to one of the orders, and apparently I didn't. So we're gonna see if we get through with what we've got for now. We'll run and get a gallon later if we need to, but I have a feeling we'll be able to wait until next week. Another thing of half and half, guys, that Java coffee, I tell you, it's getting me. I'm not drinking coffee every day, but man, when I have it, it is good. There is 1 box of the Philadelphia cream cheese. Guys, this was the Sam's pack, and I'm a little bummed. It said 4 packs, which it still says. I thought it was the larger box that has 4 boxes in it, each of those having 2, so 8 sticks of cream cheese. This is literally just 4 sticks of cream cheese. So that was, I don't know if that's more on me or on them or whatnot, how it was listed, but I'm used to Sam's carrying the bigger packs. I didn't even know that they carried this size that you'd normally find at Walmart. But we went ahead and got cottage cheese for the couple kids that like that. The honey butter and garlic butter, when we ran into Sam's, I knew that some of the smaller kids have been using a lot of that lately, and it's been a while since we bought it. They don't fully know yet to tell me when things are gone or almost gone. Usually they just tell me when we don't have any left and they want it. So I went ahead and grabbed those, knowing that they stay in the fridge for quite a while. And then once you pull them out onto the counter to soften them up, they're good for 6 weeks after that. So there is that. Now guys, before I come down the front, I'm going to come back here. I've got a big thing of curry powder. We have been going through far more of that lately for certain recipes, especially the curry chicken salad recipe from Magnolia. And yeah, I've been running out of it. So we finally got the big container. So we'll see how long that one lasts me. This Twix Shakers and Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust. That was an impulse buy at Sam's Club, guys. We did get some ice cream per our kiddo with braces. It was a request from her because her mouth has been bothering her lately. And the Twix actually sounded like it might be good on top of ice cream, and that's what it's recommended for. This one though, guys, I grew up having cinnamon sugar toast. Just toast with butter and a little bit of cinnamon sugar on top. And I thought that might be a fun twist on it. So hence the reason I bought both of them. And then the 4 boxes of those Nature Valley almond butter biscuits. Around here, we can only find the small boxes. We bought the big ones at Costco. We are about out of the ones that we picked up last time we were out there. And it's going to be a few weeks yet before either of us has a chance to go back to Sioux Falls again. So we grabbed those. And Shawn's thinking that either he is going to go ahead and place an order from Amazon, or not Amazon, from Costco. He looked on Amazon and they're ridiculously expensive to have them shipped here anyhow. So he is either going to go ahead and order from Costco to get them, or he'll just keep buying these small boxes until he goes out there, and then he'll buy a few of them while he's there. So we'll see on that one. But coming down here, guys, I am produce happy this week. We only got 1 thing of romaine. We wanted 2, but this was literally the last one they had left. There are 3 bunches of organic bananas. I have got 2 organic acorn squash. I saw that, and it's been quite a while. I mean, winter squashes, you don't get them year round. You can buy them, I just don't recommend it. But some good acorn squash just sounded really good. And then the spaghetti squash, that is a family favorite, guys. So we'll crack those bad boys open, roast them, and throw some butter and crumbled bacon in them. It's really all we put in it. A little bit of salt and pepper if you want it. It's really good that way. We don't even truly eat it just like spaghetti. We like it with butter and bacon. Sounds very fattening too. So take that as you will. There is a bag of Fuji apples. The shallots looks really good too. Guys, I love garlic, but I really love shallots, and we use them around closer to Thanksgiving time. But there's some chicken stuff I'm going to try, so I went ahead and grabbed those, as well as 2 heads of cabbage. Shawn thought maybe I was going to go ahead and make some cabbage soup. I'm not quite there in the year yet, but I am really kind of craving some roasted cabbage. And I know a couple of my teens saw the spaghetti squash and the cabbage, and we're so excited because it's a good time to buy them. I got the 3-pack of salsa from Sam's Club. Instead of the big jars, I got these ones purely for dipping with the chips because they're the chunky salsa rather than the ones that we typically use in the salsa chicken that I make in the crock pot. 2 boxes of canned green beans because we are out of canned green beans and we're running pretty low on freezer green beans too. So I went ahead and got those 2 boxes for now. I'm sure here in the next few grocery hauls, I'll probably stock up on more frozen vegetables. But until then, we've got the canned stuff as well. I've got 2 cases. Shawn went ahead and grabbed the sweet tea. That's all they had in stock. Normally, he's been drinking the unsweetened, but they were just completely wiped out. So there's that. Guys, this is not something you've ever seen me buy. We almost always buy gluten-free flour. It's just what we prefer to have and use in the house so that way everybody can enjoy stuff. But since the Bisquick mix from Sam's has decided to start adding eggs to it, we have started looking up recipes, and that's not gluten-free anyhow. So we are going to, and this is far cheaper, guys. So we're just going to go ahead and mix up our own biscuit mix and make some baking powder biscuits. And they're really simple ingredients. It's just one of those things, the Bisquick mix was just convenient and it wasn't overly expensive. So we did that, but now it no longer works allergy-wise. So we're moving on. I've got 4 things of bubble fruit. This is really hard to get your hands on around here. I have actually been trying for a few weeks. We got the 1 case at Costco when we were out there, and we should have bought more because several of our kids really like that. For me, not such a fan. The gelatin type bubbles that burst in there, not really my cup of tea, but the kids really seem to like them. We got 1 thing of sun butter. We originally had that on the Walmart order, but had to go ahead and swap. They didn't have it, so we had to pick it up at Target after we were done there. And then I grabbed a loaf of the Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free mountain white bread. This is that same brand that we got at Costco, and apparently the Target here is carrying it now. So far, we're impressed with the texture, but all they had was the multi-grain from Costco, and Target actually has a couple different versions. So I got a loaf of the mountain white to go ahead and try, Because as much as we love Costco, guys, if we can buy some things like that locally, we absolutely will. While a lot of times Costco saves us money, it's convenient to be able to get it locally. Double stuffed Oreos. We've been using a lot of bribery for certain things lately, and that's just literally what that is. 2 more cans of the sweetened condensed milk. I have never in my life bought so much sweetened condensed milk, but that again, guys, that Java coffee, it's getting me. It is so good. 1 more thing of the milk chocolate chips. That is actually to make the Muddy Buddies with, because we were pretty much out of the milk chocolate. We've got the semi-sweet from Costco, but the milk chocolate makes better Muddy Buddies. That's a tongue twister. 3 jars of Marshmallow Fluff. Now, guys, that's actually because as I was cleaning through the pantry recently, I found a few of those fruit dip mixes that we bought at the start of the year at the stock show. And I don't know how long they're good for. So I thought, well, let's get some more Marshmallow Fluff and get those used up. And on to the non-food stuff. We have got some Kids Immune Plus from Emergency, as well as just the Immune Plus gummies from Emergency. One of our extra kiddos kind of brought some crud home recently, and it's kind of making its rounds. It's really short-lived, but we thought, well, we're entering that time of year. It's best just to go ahead and start boosting everybody a little bit. I needed 1 more jug of laundry detergent, the Benadryl, which was hilarious because they carded Shawn when we picked up our order because there was Benadryl in it. My sharp, the fine point, or fine tip, I guess, dry erase markers, because somebody recently made an oopsie and allowed the little kids to draw on our whiteboards with my good fine tip markers. And they're no longer fine tips. So we needed to go ahead and get a few more of those. Thankfully, they were on sale through Target's Cartwheel app. I was able to get my hands on another thing of that Cascade Free and Clear. We're not truly out yet, but I thought as long as it was in stock, I'm going to go ahead and get it now while I can. And last but not least, the Good Nights. This is something we are going to go ahead and try with Micah. My hope is that they're better absorbency, because the Target diapers feel like they're made better than the Sam's Club diapers, but he's leaking like crazy, which means he's leaking out of all of his diapers, but primarily at night. So we're going to go ahead and try those at nighttime. We'll use regular diapers during the day. I think we're going to finish working through the Target ones, because while they do feel like they're better made, they just don't seem to quite fit him right. So we're probably just going to stick with the Sam's Club ones and just deal with what we've got there. So there it is, guys. That is our massive food this week. I'm going to go ahead and get kids called back in so they can help start putting this away. And I'll be back in just a moment to tell you all about those totals and that little bit of story I've got for you. Okay, guys, the easiest way to finish this up was to come outside, and you're probably still going to hear kids because they're right on the other side of the window and not very quiet. Guys, I don't have totals for you this week. I was going to start adding them up. I couldn't even find all of the receipts. This week was a jumbled mess, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. We placed orders at Sam's Club and Walmart and Target, but every time we thought we were good, somebody else would be like, oh, but we need this. And it was something that like we had to get. So in the end, I added on to Walmart's order. I placed 3 Target orders, and I thought I had added on to Sam's Club. But as I had said before, like I missed the gallon of milk in all of this chaos. What I didn't even show you guys was the ice cream I had also bought, just one of the small Breyers tubs. But it took so long to get everything that it was starting to go too soft, and it was starting to leak out the bottom a little. So we just threw that straight into the freezer, and I was like, you know what, it's just not going to make it into the video today. So with all of that said, when I placed the original orders, guys, I was so excited. We were sitting a little below $150. I thought, yes, like that's awesome. But it didn't stay that way. Since I had to keep adding to everything, and I hadn't placed anything from Target yet because I thought I was getting everything from Walmart, and then a bunch of stuff ended up not being available. It became far from that. I know we spent a little over $40 on the produce at Safeway, but I was so excited because, guys, we love winter squash. And that we got acorn squash and spaghetti squash and all of that stuff, and it's in season, so the price is not bad and it looks good. So that's really exciting. Not to mention it is it's fall, so it's apple season, so the price on those is not too bad. Bananas just are bananas. I don't know what citrus fruit seasons are, so we went to grab more grapefruit, and once again, while they were fully stocked, it was really ragged looking. We are also entering my least favorite time of year for produce shopping, because not only does it get harder to get things, walking through the produce section in most stores smells pretty bad, because there's almost always something rotting somewhere, and you don't always know where. And I've been the unfortunate person to pick something up to find it completely gooey, dripping on the other side. The side that was facing up looked decent, so it's pretty bad. But anyhow, guys, so that was kind of the chaos. There were things on the Walmart order that ended. Some days, guys, I swear I just can't win. So just like that, my battery died. I think I was saying that the Walmart order, there were a couple of things that had substitutions, but I didn't get the notifications like I have been that there were substitutions. In fact, we got to looking, I did get an email. The email came through at 1:31, literally as we pulled into the parking lot. The pickup window was from 1 to 2. So they knew well before that it was a substitution. They just forgot to send it or something, but they tried substituting the Rice Chex, the 18-ounce Rice Chex boxes with 12-ounce Great Value brand Rice Chex cereal, and the flavor is not the same on those, and they're smaller boxes. We actually needed the bigger boxes for the recipe. And then the other substitution was the Sun Butter, which they substituted the jar of Sun Butter for this canister of to-go cups of Sun Butter. They were like little individual serving dipping cups. What would I do with that? I can't seal them up. I can't do anything else. Somehow they thought that was a good substitute that they didn't check with us on. Because in Walmart's app, you can actually go in and list of things that you would accept as a substitute. Those were items that I feel like I have the Rice Chex listed in there, and that one I said no substitutions. The Sun Butter, I didn't pick a substitution, so they just picked one. Either way, we rejected them. It was really frustrating that they didn't even send the heads up or the notification that substitutions were available. But I digress. They were pretty busy, so I'm going to give some grace on that. Target was slam packed, but we were able to get those things at Target that Walmart didn't have. So there was that. And then, like I said, the Sam's Club order, and we had to go into Sam's Club to get Shawn's tea, and something. Oh, the emergency gummies, because I didn't have those on the original order and it was too late to add them. But there ended up being other items that we obviously got, like the Chef Chamois butters and the sprinkle toppings and all of that. So, and the chips. So we ended up spending more than we probably should have. And I know we had to have gone over budget. There's no way we didn't. I just don't know how much. Like I said, because there were so many different orders in the process, I started misplacing receipts. I thought I had them all together, and I didn't. So, guys, I don't have totals for you this week, but that is what we got. I am super excited about the produce. I am ready for some spaghetti squash and the cabbage. I'm really excited about the cabbage. I'm going to go make that for a snack tonight. Because I will be lucky to get any. The children will plow through it as soon as it comes out of the oven. And while it's really decent out today, it's in the upper 60s here. It is forecasted to just drop from here over the next several days. We are definitely moving into fall. There's talk here this weekend yet of either last night or tonight, snow at the higher elevations. Because, guys, we are on the edge of the Black Hills, which are technically mountains. And so the higher the elevation, well, there's that chance. So anyhow, guys, that is all we've got this week. In the meantime, I hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.